What is going on in chat? Can you guys not hear me? Hold on a second. Is that doubling? Okay, so we're gonna have to turn this off. So now we should be able to hear the music. Bro, you always ask these super odd questions. I don't know. The name of the skin, that's what's the difference. He doesn't know, he just works here. Britseth!
Your team is banning. Please ban a hero.
Happy New Year, Britseth. How are you doing, girl? Why D's not playing with you? I think D's kind of... I think D's only really kind of played because Strawberry played.
Payback. Your team is picking. Gaze the stars and seek your path.
Simp. Well, I only play in the hopes that Ritzith will come on my stream. That's the whole reason I stream. Is hoping that Ritzith will notice me.
This fairy tale ended with the poisoned apple, and my tale began.
Locked, loaded, and ready to chosen to vanquish the shadows that plague this world. I do what I want to do.
Did you see what? Oh my god. Of course.
Popple and Koopa are the best partners in the world.
Message was held back for racism. I didn't see that. What is this dude yapping about? So we're starting to get everything all set. Ritzith for Metsuricon. I know it's super early, but I'm also trying to reach out to like Moontune so that we could possibly host a an MLBB meetup.
Welcome to Mobile Legends. 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them. All troops deployed.
No more damsel in distress. I'm my own savior.
I'm talking with Bad Cat right now about it. We're trying to get, I want to try to hit her up as early as possible.
Taste my vengeance. Curse it. Kindness is a curse. Taste my vengeance. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the most maleficent of them all?
Oh my God, bro.
Curse it. Weakness was hard my past suffering. Never again. Curse it. It won't take long, I promise. The dark forest beckons.
Because you can go to court for lying. I don't think you understand how the court system works here.
By their wickedness.
Your Honor, the defendant lied about me. Gasps in the courtroom. Woo! Heavens!
Request backup. Taste my vengeance.
Bro, calm down. Nobody's actually saying you said something racist. Oh. Psycho, are you Russian?
Initiate retreat. An unlikely ally is now my greatest champion. Ally has been slain. The magic mirror can see through people's veneer and reveal their true desires. Curse it! Protect your queen! An enemy has been slain. Destiny brought us here.
Oh gosh.
Enemy missing.
Taste my vengeance.
Request backup. Enemy missing. Ult is ready.
An unlikely ally is now my greatest champion.
Request backup.
Go, champion! Taste my vengeance! No more compassion.
An ally has slain the turtle.
Current hit! Taste my vengeance! Kneel before your queen.
Enemy missing. Killing spree. Double kill. Launch attack.
Foolishness. Taste my vengeance!
I know that was pissing him off. You have 15 booty bucks. See, you're already halfway there, and this is the first stream.
Our turret has been destroyed. Unstoppable!
Kindness is a curse. Taste my vengeance! Protect your queen! Gather up the turtle! Current hit! I'm no helpless princess.
Your team destroyed monster kill. Request backup.
Current hit!
The enemy has slain the turtle. Ally has been slain.
Current hit! A vengeful poison runs through our veins. Was that the castle bells tolling?
Private, you're Latin. I'm Spanish. I'm just a sad Latin person, unlike you, who like knows the language and seems more embedded in the ethnicity, the ethnic characteristics.
Current hit!
Ally has been slain.
Damn.
Current hit!
Our turret has been destroyed.
The name is kind of Italian. So, I was adopted, first of all. The name is Italian, but I was born of Spaniard and Mexican.
Taste my vengeance. Taste my vengeance.
Boy!
This little bird is no
Bro, psycho, bro. Like you have to understand sarcasm. Do you ever notice how like you're always, and it probably seems like you're getting picked on, but like you're always the one to get like upset or insulted by somebody?
I'm only interested in writing my own fairy tale. Curse it! Protect your queen!
An enemy has been slain.
Taste my vengeance!
An enemy has been slain.
Curse it!
Double kill.
Taste my vengeance!
Ally has slain Lord.
Is that all news to me?
Only saw good. The world was poisoned by their wickedness. Try not to get lost in the dark forest now.
You destroyed a turret.
Automod is flagging you Mexican pimp as racism. Interesting.
Go, top champion! Taste my vengeance!
Double kill.
I know he's loving those taunts.
Taste my vengeance!
An enemy has been slain.
Use your alt. Use your alt. Use your alt. Aww. I'll take a look at the auto mod. The auto mod should be off though. Let me take a look at the auto mod after this. Ritzeth, you trying to play?
Your team destroyed the turret.
Back from the dark forest.
Your team destroyed a turret.
What are we eating, Ritzeth?
Slain. An ally has been unstoppable. Double kill.
Curse it! Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the most maleficent of them all?
Can they see your emotes on the enemy team at the ending screen? Can they see your emotes? I hope they can. um Chipotle. Why are you, isn't a Mexican eating much Chipotle like an Asian person eating Panda Express? No, I think Taco Bell is the worst thing for Hispanics. I fell out of love with Panda Express because all the ones near me are run like Burger Kings, dude. Like it's a fucking gross how the food is cooked. Like everything feels so lazy. They're always out of shit. 90% of the time I have to ask for chopsticks and then they're like, oh, we're out. I'm like, how the fuck are you out of chopsticks? It really does, Ritzith. It really does. It like it does. They don't take pride. I don't know if Panda got bought out by another company or something, but like the quality has gone so down. Like one that has stayed consistent for me is like Chick-fil-A, dude. Like literally everything about a Chick-fil-A screams like somebody cares about this place that is managing this. Like I've always been greeted with a smile. They ask your name and then they make sure that they remember it when you leave, when you're getting your order and stuff. The food is always like, that shit looks like the pictures. Like, bruh. I saw this one video. I forgot what channel it was. Hey, what's going on, Joy? Nah, the Chick-fil-A near me has some lazy young workers. Bro, I'll bet you anything that Zane on crack, you have 9 booty bucks. Did you just get back? What's 9 times 5? 45? We've been streaming for 2 hours now. Where the fuck you been? What do you think of Lucas? I think he's fucking broken. I haven't watched the Snapdragon. I almost want to do like a watch. I want to watch some of the matches here with you guys while I'm kind of like, you know what? We'll do that. While Richard is eating, let's watch some of the Snapdragon matches. I think Lucas is broken. Has he been picked up in Snapdragon? Are these the same things? Why are there 2 different streams? Can you guys see? When Immortal? Tomorrow. Lucas felt underperforming. Bro, I would love to see what these people are picking against the Lucas. Who do we want to watch? Do we want to watch Homeboys and Evos or Flash and Liquid ID? You're at the lobby screen? There we go. Now you should be able to see. What's your highest rank? Immortal. Or Glory. I don't think I got Immortal yet. Alright, can we get into the matches, please?
Under the banner of Onyx Philippines last season, but at the same time they also brought in veterans like Shizo.
And then, well, I will be shocked, but otherwise, still quite all. Will it change what the meta picks are going to be inside the first main thing? That's what everyone.
Oh, we started already with all these in here, right? Harith, Prime. Dude, man, Eve must be the sleeper pick. I was talking about this a little bit before on my stream. is that there's just picks that just don't work in solo queue, but do wonderful in like team play. And I think Eve is one of those. Is Snapdragon an invite only tournament? I think so. I should be casting for this on Friday or Saturday. In fact, let me check my email. Oh no, it'll be Saturday. Saturday and Sunday I cast. Okay, good. That gives me Friday to chill out.
Want to directly analyze the ability skills from Blacklist. They haven't reviewed it yet, so Parkback can definitely go for that. But for Blacklist, they are still missing out on
Invite Emily to co-host. Exia, is she even streaming? I come back and we're not playing anymore. We're watching the Snapdragon tournament. In fact, we might 2 times this until we get to the actual match.
Secondary initiation. I highlighted this quite a bit during the end series as well. I don't really like that as the main form of engage because Avatar Guardian can be a bit unreliable. So since they went CC, they still don't really have that.
So far, I mean, they've got the early game with the Suyu on the other side. You've got the early game with the Joy, with the Granger. You've got protection for the early game with Gatakacha out there. Dude, I don't like Cece, and I don't know how people make her work in 5v5s. Why NA isn't invited to ESL? I mean, I don't even know. Are they local? Are they around each other? Like, I think, like, a lot of the ESLs, I don't think they actually fly them in. I think they're at their home location playing. And North America isn't near anybody. Like, I guess they could have like an ESL America, North America, but we don't have enough big enough teams, you know? Are you watching the highlights or is this live? These are the highlights, or I'm running through it really quickly. All right. People who didn't watch, whose draft do you like better? Bro, it's hard for me to go against a Granger pick. Who's the jungle? Oh, and a fucking Joy? Ugh. I think the Blacklist should probably have this. Though I feel like the Jawhead, Harith, and Zuxin are really, really strong. Oh, they are. Oh shit! Why are we still 2 times? My bad.
Unfortunate for Blacklist, weren't able to get more than that, but First Blood is still going to be very, very good. And even forcing out the Revitalize, Perxiva wasn't able to survive that. So already a pretty good start and good response here from Lazy to make sure that they didn't give away more kills. The early game is a very important timing for them with this mid-roam and jungle.
Damn, we didn't even focus on the fight here.
Taken by Lazy. That's a lift back. Chovskirts tries to go for multiple
Oh,
targets.
there goes. Dude, the fucking roam right now for fucking Blacklist, bro.
One on the way out.
They're playing like fucking like North America bottom rung teams. Oh my god.
Out of this will steal the Juicin now still gets lifted back, but Chove doesn't have the mana, so Haji escapes.
And that is why
Like with bad teams, you usually focus the tank early game because he's always going to be out of position. He's not going to be getting engagements around his team. So he's going to be the easiest thing to pick off before you start an objective for a lot of like noob team. Oh, that was.
But now Pergiva,
Is this a Filipino team too? Yeah, it is.
Engage 2 eliminated, but thankfully for Blacklist,
I was like, I've never heard of this team, but look at this fucking, look at these combos that these guys are doing.
Turtle, they're not so lucky though. Tries to use the vengeance to gain some distance, refreshes the demon mark, but MP the King on the KG's Pong's re-engage.
Bro, who's controlling these cameras? Like, what the fuck?
But outplay will not.
outplayed, gonna be ganked on the opposite side of the map. That is good communication there from Lazy.
NA is too strong. They should have auto invite them.
Punish the less man, the gold lane, and give Shizo a little bit of that lead. This is a Harif versus a Granger, so Shizo will
Dang, I'm not gonna lie. That Harith skin is kind of underwhelming. I was actually hoping that I could get it with diamonds, but now that I see it in action, I'm kind of like, meh.
the play, especially early to mid game. So this is the timing that they have to capitalize on the most.
We also are noticing some of the advantages Lazy Esports has. Because how is Blacklist going to open up the map without the guitar, right? And you're running into a Jawhead Jusin who could just, again, displace you like they do now.
Oh my god.
Back on the 2 jungle. The turtle stolen by MP the King. Shido joins the fight. He's in the middle of all of it. Chrono dashes out of the way. MP the King is just dancing around the battlefield. Dur will not survive, unfortunately. Will just have to give his life up. Double kill for outplay. Shizo now trapped underneath his own turret. JM Pigman not able to get out. Chove on his tail, lifts him back. Not in turret range, but still beams him down. Either way,
Yeah, Harith Collector better.
objective, and now Haji once
Oh, bye.
Sonata into a snipe mega kill for outplay.
A massive victory here for Blacklist International. They basically did wipe the entirety of Lazy Esports there. And Lazy unfortunately made the mistake of getting a little bit overconfident in their engagement. They wanted to take out Perxiva before the turtle fight could begin, but this is a Catan. It's still going to take a lot of resources to take him out. And because they used all
Bro, you know what's really amazing is Joy is so strong, but in Europe, for some reason, they cannot utilize Joy. Like, she's got the lowest win rate.
turtle on top of it.
And I think it's because there's like a few picks that are really, really strong with Europe. Like Moskov is still prioritized in Europe, and that's a pretty decent counter for Joy. Jawhead is still pretty much prioritized there.
All things considered, we're looking at a 2k gold lead for Blacklist International. No turrets.
Zuxin is an issue. Zuxin has always been an issue, dude. Whenever she makes it through, I'm just like, bruh.
All the fight that has happened so far, right? 12 total kills across.
Every damn time.
Yeah, the ideal for Lazy in engagements is to slow it down and catch Blacklist when they're separate, because their composition is very good at doing that. If they're not able to do that and just try and run them down instead, we already see what Blacklist is capable of. This is a team that
Granger doesn't seem to be doing a great job here. He's 4-2-1. I mean, it's not terrible, but I feel like he's not having a huge effect. But yeah, Harith is a good counter for Granger, so I guess that kind of explains it a bit.
engagements are preferred here for Lazy. Notice for now, they're controlling the turtle pit.
Pergiva tries to use the AOG, gets control, he goes down, flick a final slash. Good.
Ooh.
And this time, Lazy Esports does the prep work just right, finding 3 kills, and an eventual turtle at the cost of just their roamer.
That's exactly what I was talking about, right? You take out Perxiva first, then slowly displace the rest of Blacklist, because after that, they just don't have a front line, right? Especially since JM went for Flicker instead of Vengeance on this.
It's like that skill never has a cooldown on her. Yeah, and look at her fucking mana.
I think Lazy positioned themselves really nicely.
It's like,
Now even up the
it's so stupid.
and they can continue building this up, it will be great, because Blacklist is quite heavily depending on the third to fourth item spike on MP and Outplayed before they can really make an impact in team fights.
That's the... Wow, for a while I thought it was the AOG for Perxiva. He was just buffering the taunt. So far we've been seeing Blacklist react to Lazy, because Lazy is the one...
Are you guys excited to see some teams for NACT?
Again, there is just not no going out. They're gonna
I would be interested to see what team best player is on.
take initiative, right?
speaking of, Lazy gonna
Granger got caught.
uses the flicker, so the Granger is out. But to answer your question, Husky, Blacklist literally cannot start a fight. They just do not have the lineup to do it. Because again, Avatar of the Guardian is not a reliable fight starter. The only way they can be the ones in control is if Lazy makes a mistake and overcommit, like we saw in that one fight earlier in the game. Otherwise, with Azusin and Jahid, Lazy will always have vision control and zoning potential. Blacklist are the ones that have to slow it down, wait for resources to be committed so that MP can go in later while whittling them down from behind with the Granger. Otherwise, Lazy controls most of the fights until scaling really kicks in.
You can see Lord spawns right now, and MP just got his Holy Crystal.
Golly.
Pugbeck can't get it right now, so could be
Oh.
engaged with AOG. Crimson Beacon used, but MP just danced on the top of Chove. Chove will disengage, but this fight is already done. JM Pigman on top of Dur. Dur goes down. Double kill for MP, and Blacklist now has the Lord open for business.
That poking ability.
Themselves, then that's actually pretty good.
Best player 1 is a strong jungler. I hope he has a good team to play with.
Out of this world. Still though, Blacklist International secures the Lord. This is going to be finally a tool a little bit. But I mean, all these considered, right? Like perks.
It's January's M7's right around the corner.
But Blacklist International.
Best player leaving basic and others. From what I heard, 90% of the, like, most of the blame was going on to best player for the loss.
Come in for MP and outplayed. Blacklist's mid to late game damage is actually
And I mean, I kind of expected that with like 4 Filipinos on the team or 5 Filipinos on the team and 1 Mexican. It's like, who are they going to blame? They're going to.
is going to feel the heat of not being able to survive damage quite a bit. So Perxivan, even though he's been having a rough time, right, that is kind of expected as the solo Gatot. You know you are going to die a lot against a Jawhead Zusin. If you're able to throw away to force out all of their resources, it is actually very worth it at this point because Black they don't really even
Oh,
That's a straight up assassination.
that's why I fucking hate CC 03 and 8, bro.
a little bit of underestimation because I didn't manage to bring this up earlier because I just didn't have the time to do it. But James
I want to see who basic will blame this season, given they will all be Filipinos on the roster.
choice on Suyo, he actually
So who's the new jungler? Most likely it's going to be Tarzan.
so I wondered like, is this a good idea? But in situations like that, well, you can see the effect.
And we just blow them up before they could do much, right? I suppose it also makes sense that the whole idea is to displace your enemy, you know, like how in Trex's word, give them a stiff arm treatment and take them down when they're isolated. Perxivan does engage with AOG, but look at him dropping like flies. 4-man final slash from Durst, setting it up for the rest of Lazy. Haji will not get out, and KDA is ruined. MP getting out of the fight, but Blacklist just lost.
Dang.
And a second Sky Piercer for Lazy, this time on Chovesker.
I will continue saying it.
Picks seem about the same.
And in this case, only initiator is just not good enough. You started the fight with Avatar the Guardian.
My thinking, my question though is why the CC? What was the CC pick for?
Absolute disaster.
Was it just to get to the back line onto Zuxin?
Not be the ones jumping the gun because the only way they win fights
Question is, will there be an offline event, bro? It depends on if Moontoon gets tight-fisted again.
Considering that I need to help out my Gatot by somehow getting the final slash if he even has vision of
You know,
I think the Arlen has himself through this Valentina the entire game.
the production company in Las Vegas, I think I told some of you guys about this. E-Star Studios is run by the team coach of an old Vainglory team that I knew.
Barely escaping with the life. The eject button did give him
So I knew that dude from playing Vainglory.
jumped out in the bush.
And when I talked with him for the last few Las Vegas shows, he said that it was getting frustrating because he was kind of having to front a lot of money for them to actually be able to run the shows.
Like a very appropriate situation because Shizo is using the new Killua Hunter skin.
But I guess that kind of goes into like, I mean, all these other regions, dude, how fucking
Speed.
like how cheap it is to run shows and stuff like that for them because in America the dollar is so high.
Coming into play here.
Like it doesn't even compare. It's crazy.
Got the skin, so yeah, it makes me happy to see Killua getting featured in the first game. Getting off to a good New Year start for sure.
Having a great time here. Harif is a hero that got recently buffed, like we mentioned.
I don't get the disbanding of teams. It's because kids don't have any far sight. Most younger people are very nearsighted when it comes to stuff. If they lose, it's because of somebody. It's because somebody needs to be blamed, and we need to make an immediate change.
Sim's electric cat as a double kill for MP the King, and Blacklist International stays alive.
That was a bit of a mistake. I actually quite like the aggressive play to catch up for Xiva, but I really don't know why Shizo went that deep in. He got caught in the curtain call, and then it was actually just curtains for him because Harif needs that freedom of movement. Blacklist.
Oh, that was a nice engage.
Going to work, but it's
Bye.
just enough. Take down two members on the side of Blacklist. Lazy Esports just get wiped
Do they have CC on their hand?
up, and unfortunately, Blacklist they just do not have the resources to take any inhibitors.
What was that even? What was?
But it's
I like watch this little screen.
two members on the side of Blacklist. Lazy Esports just get wiped out, but Punkbet will be back up, and
Let's just hold it on a dead Harith for a bit. Let's just kind of rub that in there. You can clearly see his body. Okay, back to the action. Whoever the camera dude is.
down. Bottom one has a big way pushing in. The mid one is also in shambles. So all Lazy Esports needs to do is just give it a bit of a love tap, and all those structures will.
Lack of commitment and responsibility.
I gotta give props.
Dude, you don't it's not just that, it's also players when you leave it up to players, they're so fucking volatile, they're so fucking toxic. When they lose a game, they want to fucking they want to blame somebody. So it makes it, and especially when they're just like getting to know people, that's why it makes it really hard for newer players to break into the NACT scene, because if they play with the pro player, the ego that they have, if just one problem happens, one thing happens, that player becomes like blacklisted by everybody on that fucking team. They're never gonna play with this dude fucking again.
International now having to be much more careful. It is clear that Lazy still makes mistakes, right? Shizo, if he didn't get caught out in that previous team fight, could have completely changed how it went. So it is anyone's game at this point. You just have to see who is able to operate a bit more cleanly.
I think Perziva also tried to find a solution to stay alive longer. He's got a winter.
The basic road code. The thing that's crazy to me is supposedly all the connections that basic has.
Stop the aggro on the
I assume his family is like super well off.
Blacklist do the work, and just continue to stiff arm them, continue to poke them from afar, let that top wave.
Because you're talking about fucking Midnight was on their team. He had connections for the Valley to stay with them at some other fucking place. He had the connections for the person from who sponsored the original Valley team, which I forgot who that was. And then the person from fucking Ackerman, was it Ackerman?
Double kill in the process as Penguin now with the yo-yos actually was able to take down Shizo, but still Jace Pong's money on the eyes on the prize.
Oh my god.
Well done by Dur, and his outplay
Bye, Granger.
just cannot hold on. Shut down by the Suyo. Lazy Esports finds the wipeout.
Beautifully played by Lazy Esports. There was good attempts coming in here from Blacklist International to try and turn that fight around. But with that wipeout and minions already in the base.
Basic might be the most hated player of all time. His hate won't die down. Dude.
The turntable.
Yeah, he did. I forgot what it was. I think he did something in the Philippines that like made all the Filipinos hate him. I don't know if he was fucking with some girl or messing with some girl that somebody else was playing with.
Go even further from here.
Avalon. Yeah, not Ackerman. Thank you, Zane.
I gotta say that Sky Piercer, the double Sky Piercer from Lazy Esports, was really making it difficult for though. Like,
And even if game
though, like, so you have a Hilda mid. I do assume that you can move around the map very fast since you have access to the side lanes.
So it looks like Lucas is playing against a Phoveus.
Hilda mid has good wave clear, combos well with Angela and opening up the map because you're able to move very quickly. But you are right, Husky. It means that they're not really able to check the jungle as efficiently since Hilda has to be in mid lane to clear up the minions. Not to mention that it's going to be a bit difficult for him to straight up duel against Chokeskirt because Farsa can just play at a distance. So they're really trying to extend this into side lane pressure instead.
You do find Haji.
He did it to himself. I don't know. For me personally, I don't know a lot of the backstories, but I do know that there's always a lot of questionable decisions that
You can never really
have basic involved in at some point that I really wasn't big on.
start sieging structures without outplay.
Yeah, there basically isn't any way for them to do that, right? Like, they don't have the range
Also, when I was at the OP party,
with outside.
he got drunk and tried to start a fight with like literally the only person there shorter than him.
Mention that I still don't think they have enough crowd control to lock people down for MP.
They will find Puckbet, who just Sacred Hammers away. Lazy Esports will give this turtle over the blacklist. It's not their primary concern. The blacklist will get a free objective. But again, how are they gonna get on top of Lazy Esports, right? In game one, we talk about having just one Gato Kacha is not enough. But now that you mention it, there really isn't a way to engage and
I'm telling him you called him short.
shows up, ready to unleash 10,000 volts, not able to find a target. So Lazy Esports disengage.
Yeah, I think that was a bit unwise from Lazy because Puckbet is not level 4. If he had Implosion, that would have changed things completely, though Outplay did still have Purify, so it's hard to say to what extent. But Lazy do still have to be somewhat respectful here. This is Angela, Hilda, Joy. Their early game is and you don't quite have enough burst damage to really take them down until Chokeskirt has like that first or second item. So they don't really need to force themselves to make things happen. I think that's why they didn't go for the turtle, but then they... Oh, hold on.
Whoa, Puckbet, he's just gonna take
Nice.
it. Explosion. A wordy trade for sure, gives his life up. And
Why under the tower though?
That was... Oh, hold on. Haji, they see James Pang's gonna steal this jungle camp away. The more they can snowball MP, the better. This Joy, unfortunately, didn't really get much of a chance to play the game in game number 1. So now they're putting extra attention into him because they know that this is really going to be their mid-game burst because they don't have a mage.
yeah, they don't. Then not to mention, they don't really have the best heroes to hit structures.
My thing for when it comes to teams is I feel like he embodies a lot of things I don't like about North American teams. Like he's going to be that person that's going to be looking for another player immediately after a loss. You know what I mean? And I feel like, bro, that's just not a helpful attitude for North America.
Was getting caught down there on the minimap, and it was like a 3-4-man gank because Blacklist were already rotating over for the turtle, so Lazy just not really in position to deal with that. So this is going to start building up now. Blacklist nearly at a 1k gold lead, pretty good start. They want to try and keep extending this because they...
And I also don't like the semi-racist need for teammates to be Filipino.
the better it's going to be, and the more more you can deny from Lazy. The fact that James Punks has still gone for a Sky
How tall are you, Private?
Pierce,
6 foot, 6'1", something like there.
there's no revitalize this game. James Punks just like Sky Pierce's Rio.
Yeah, I think so too. I think the goal is just to, I mean, Soul 7.
I'm 2 Ritzes.
So might as well, right? You get them to the threshold in an instant and they just pop. But yeah, I mean, Lazy, they're playing it slow. They're being really patient.
Nah, Ritzes isn't even that short. Xena's tiny.
Know that they always have that initiative. Every time they roll the dice, they're gonna have that innate advantage. And here comes the big Siege, outplay and Perks both having to disengage. Another implosion flicker this time, followed up by James Punk's outplay gets out. But they do lose Perks Ziva though, so no Angela means no hard guard.
Basic has said the N-word a lot in Discord. You'll find that said by a lot of fucking rich suburbanite white and Asian people. Like 90% of the time that I see people say the N-word or like any counterparts of it in game or something like that, I immediately assume that they grew up in the same neighborhood that like Aiko did. Like super well off suburbanite.
There is no need for them to really try to force things out here. I think Outplayed did an incredible job of opening up the bushes in his lane, right? The fact that Chokeskirt was already below health HP before the fight even started made it difficult for Lazy Esports to engage, and they still tried to force it, even committing Zaman Force for Zizo to jump behind the tier 1. And after all that, they're just out of position, right? You have Haji on Hilda, you have JM.
How many potatoes tall is Private?
Good dive heroes that are good at punishing you for overextending, and that's exactly what Lazy Esports did. There's no reason for them to force situations like that. And now the gold lead is firmly in favor of Blacklist. It is now 4K, 7 minutes in.
Shark has as well. I think Shark, from what I heard, like Shark, there was an issue because like Shark took a lot of his personality traits and absorbed them from Victor.
Trying to get this turret. Will eventually get it for sure as we have a fresh minion wave coming in. Lazy Esports will trade the bottom tier 1. But this is probably
What even is Victor? Is he like Dominican or something? Puerto Rican, Dominican, something like that.
of Blacklist with the Lord 50 seconds away from spawning.
This is actually a little bit of a reversal from game 1, right? In game number 1, Blacklist had to be more careful with their resources while Lazy would want to force cooldowns out from them. It's the other way around here. Lazy is a lot more burst-based, right? They need to wait for implosion timings, Feathered Airstrike timings, Zaman Force timings. Heck, even Lucas needs to wait for Unleash the Beast to be available. So they cannot be the ones forcing things to happen, especially if they're not able to guarantee a quick and easy.
Let's say one potato is 2 inches. What kind of tiny ass potatoes do you have? Oh, those might be like fucking red potatoes.
Committed to the tower dive, and because of that, they got caught out by Haji, right? So they cannot do that. In game 1, I praised them for being willing to be so aggressive, even when the situation didn't look that good. In this game, they cannot do that. Just straight up, they have to be more disciplined. Otherwise, Blacklist is gonna keep doing what they've been doing.
Dominican, yeah.
Yeah, definitely sense that the sheer determination, right? Like when you have a team just running under tier 1 taking aggro just for a play to happen. Now this is important for Lazy Esports, but I don't think they can even have a chance. So hovering around the area, actually resetting the lore a little bit as MP.
Bro, I think fucking
Flickers away. Dur hits the backline with Unleash the Beast and controls all of them with the flash combo, allowing Shizo to just dash in and out, but gets pulled back by JM mid-dash. So Shizo finds a double kill in the process. And Blacklist International now after
you got nowhere to go, Farja. It's over.
Wings by Wings will run out. MP the King takes down the Farsa Lazy.
Why does MP the King have a German flag?
Alright,
Was that Germany? Am I dumb?
just give a very practical piece of advice to Lazy Esports now. Bait the Heart Guard. That's all you gotta do. Make it look like you're gonna start a fight back
He said bait the heart guard. Like that shit's easy as fuck. That's all you gotta do, guys. That's like it's like
doesn't matter if it's Haji.
it's like the jungler during like solo queue games. The jungler's like, bro, just get the Layla. It's like, bro, that's your fucking job.
Still falling into the same pattern. They are using their cooldowns too quickly. They are overcommitting. And that, well, you're playing against a Joy, right? The first thing in every game you want to see as a Joy player is your opponent to overcommit resources.
Bro, I don't know how these guys get so good on Joy. I probably have like a 30 or a 10% win rate on that bitch.
And empowered by the Zaman Force, he is just refreshing his passive every few seconds. In JM, he is, I think he's virtually unkillable right now.
Like, I don't have a problem using her and knowing what her skills are and do. I just have like an overall like block in my brain for like where she fucking functions well against certain compositions. Look how Harith is cute in that skin, bro. I'm not a big fan. Oh my god.
He himself gets rid of both Haji and Outplay, and JM is in.
Bye, Pinkman.
Also be punished by the Lazy keeps that base in.
Damn, they turned that shit around quick.
That is what Lazy has been waiting for. They've been waiting for an opening. Finally, Blacklist makes a mistake. I feel like the name of this series is just whoever overcommits first, right? Because in this case, it was Blacklist who decided, hey, I'm going to split up my team and dive between your inhibitor and let you dismantle my backline while leaving my front line completely stranded after the fight is done, you know? Like, there needs to be just a little bit more forward thinking here. These teams have leads. That means they can play aggressive, yes, but it doesn't mean they need to. So take a step back. Blacklist still has the advantage. 3K is still nothing to scoff at. They already have taken out all the external towers for Lazy. Just don't do that again. Simple as that.
That, and also Lazy has some crazy backline dives with Shizo and Dur. Like,
Yes.
sometimes people underestimate how much of a distance you cover with the flash stab. That's a single man implosion into a Sacred Hammer. They really want to take down JM, but he survived to all of that using Vengeance, so Punkman is dead. But Dur once more with the flash combo keeps them under control, but it's not enough. Shizo gets blown up by MP as it lets them taste the electric chair. And James Pongs trying to survive the Sky Piercer. Does not proc. Triple kill for MP, the king, and Lazy Esports loses 4 of their members.
I feel like I'm just seeing the same thing over and over again. I mean, you know what? Committing the full combo on
With Sun being Majojo.
but they were just a little bit.
Look how he walks so small and tiny.
Lazy. If they actually killed the Phobius, that would have been a very different fight. And they were very close to doing so. They just didn't realize the numbers. And there's no way you're gonna be able to count that in the middle of the fight. Shizo actually was popping off like crazy in that fight. Like, his positioning was great around the Zaman. But MP with Angela is just a bit too much, you know? Like, there's a reason why the Angela pick is considered a bit of a cheese hero at times, alright? So, it shows that the teams are actually fighting fairly evenly. They just need to be a little bit smarter about it rather than just throwing cooldowns the instant that they see someone.
Yeah, not to mention that JM didn't even receive the hard guard. He just pressed Vengeance.
Yes.
Despite all that, like,
That's all he needs.
Dur got like a maxed out flash combo onto 3 guys of Blacklist and still.
Damn, some of you already can almost afford giveaway tickets. Wait, how the fuck do I only have 6 points?
Right. So he's able to be very annoying the longer the fight
In my own stream.
damage, he really doesn't do that much, even though his action was like good. So, Blacklist International,
Rigged.
still very durable, and still a lot of damage because James Pongs didn't know what hit him there. Lord gonna finally be cleared up, but so will the remaining inhibitors for Lazy Esports.
Jason was so far away from home. I wonder what the I know I saw him in the bottom.
How much is a ticket? I was thinking tickets were going to be about 30 booty bucks. Dancer dollars. What do we want, guys? Do we want dancer dollars? Booty bucks?
Implosion of his life to even try
Anybody else have a point name?
advantage over the Blacklist. I think a 7,000 lead, the biggest we've seen in the series so far.
I think Blacklist just has a lot of freedom now that they have a 6K gold lead, right? They can make mistakes and still not really be punished.
I just realized the other day I use Harith ult and basic attack. I can spam S2 and Harith does basic on auto? No, he doesn't.
Not enough burst. You would think that Farsa would have enough, but because they were
Fort Box, Blacklist looking weak. Blacklist is looking pretty like they have a lot of issues. Why what is Lazy Esports? Who the fuck are they? And like why isn't like the other teams here? Bro, did anything happen to Aurora? Bro, talk about a team that had such a disappointing world stage.
But don't worry, that is not the same fight, but the result almost the same.
I say that and like didn't BTK match them? Kicked out in the Swiss stage.
Looking for Shizo, can't find it. Shizo dancing around with the damage force, actually keeping Blacklist at bay. So all things considered, right? Like Lazy Esports still are in the game.
She's legitimately the final bastion for Lazy Esports right now. He is the only person that actually does any damage to Blacklist International. They have to defend him so heavily. And by the way, before that fight started, the sentence I was about to say, in my opinion, don't start the fight with implosion. And that's exactly what happened. Lazy Esports has to realize that this direct like front to back honest initiation style is not going to work. They gotta vary it up. They've gotta change something.
Maybe not go for JM. Not that there's any other viable target that's in range. That
What is this again? What's
It is just an unbreakable wall right now. Don't start the fight with implosion. I would say try to like save the implosion for the middle of the initiation when Blacklist gets a bit comfortable. Maybe let Dirt
I don't understand how I have 5. I've been here almost the whole time.
they have the time to make that adaptation because Blacklist is pushing.
Yeah, if you're on YouTube, you need to talk. You can't just be a passive viewer because YouTube doesn't track people who are just viewing. They can only track you if you've said something.
yes, Blacklist haven't found the end just yet. Lazy Esports literally is hanging on by a thread.
So one of the potentially biggest weaknesses of Blacklist comp is that their ability to take towers is pretty bad. Like their siege is not bad because you know Def Sonata just does a lot of damage from afar.
Lurkers, no lurking.
Marksman type
Spirited. I like to lurk. What is Spirited at right now?
and then besides that, you just have a bunch of fighters and mages. So
You're at 10 right now, Spirited. What do you mean?
as well as the Lucas, the displaced minions, Lazy actually has a pretty good way of defending their base. Blacklist needs to try and force them out of the base, dispatch them, then push in. Because otherwise, it's kind of difficult to force directly into.
Even Xena is watching me. I can see her right now. Xena's got 8 points.
Where Blacklist will find it hard to take down structures.
I've been here for a little over an hour. Spirited.
Destroyer?
Yeah, it says you've been here for 83 minutes. Look at Xena. Called her out.
Maybe have a tower defense game. JM Pigman is starting to lose a lot of health to defend the airstrike.
That Wishing Lantern actually a very important. Oh, the Winter Crown!
What a winter!
I was trying to be in the shadows. Okay, we didn't see you.
We're still able to keep Blacklist at bay, but JM is getting healed back up. No implosion means no.
Oh, it's gonna snow, so I need to get up. I need to get up early tomorrow so I can dig my car out of fucking snow. Xena, you gotta start watching out in the next few months because it's probably gonna get really, really cold in Texas. And I'm gonna tell you one thing: Texas does not know how to deal with fucking winter at fucking all, whether it's fucking roads, fucking like the fucking electrical fucking supply, like everything.
Blacklist assumes control of the Lord again, and this time they know for a fact that someone from Lazy will not be there.
Don't you think we need more tournaments here in NA? This is probably why there's a skill gap. Bro, don't even get me started about the tournament scene in North America. Like, first of all, a lot of people don't understand how much work goes into even running a fucking community tournament and what it takes to actually do it. Like Ritzith knows too, just like from the old NASL days. Like, it takes a fucking ton of work. It can be thankless as well because people are always accusing people of cheating or having biases. Right now, the big problem is like people like some of the best. Oh, I was about to say, still fucking sniped out the fucking Farja. Right now, there's a big problem with like really, really good resources. Like fucking off the top of my head, Sakura, Jane, who else? Lise from AV Stream. Like these really great people who have a passion for like getting things organized and helping in and being a staff member. Fucking like they will get so burned out from helping out these community tournaments, and then ultimately when these community tournaments turn toxic because the fucking owner either disappears without telling anybody or gets involved in some stupid fucking drama, that it just becomes this huge thing, and then they watch all of the hard work that they did for these tournaments get overshadowed by some weak ass NA drama.
Having two implosions in a row, not getting anything in return. The first one dodged by JM's amazing winter crown timing, and the second one was just a bot.
Do Texans even have snow shovels?
Time right before that as well. So Blacklist International able to snowball the game early on and use that macro advantage.
Karai, what's up, man?
Against Lazy, albeit a bit longer than expected, but still, win is a win.
A win is a win. I think this is a common trend, right? Especially among more inexperienced.
They use their guns. Ritzith, I hate you. Texas doesn't need shovels. They use their guns.
I think it's very easy to tell for anyone watching that Lazy Esports was getting sloppy and desperate in those final few moments. The implosions being wasted left and right, the feathered air.
I don't know why it just sent like the perfect picture of like some Texas guys walking outside to all this fucking snow and just like fucking blasting away at their sidewalk to try to clear it.
They actually held out the game long enough to scale back up, but the messy gameplay that we saw from them in those final.
What are these accounts? See, guys, these accounts are why we have the point system now. We were getting too many people coming in on Fridays for the giveaways. Like randomly, like we'd have like 50 entries and like 20 watchers.
Harif, right? He could have been the reason that Lazy wins, makes a comeback. He was playing out of his mind, but sadly, the support system just was not there for him.
Really bad for Shizo this game because
Damn, another win for freaking
hard out. The damage, the positioning was so
for Joy.
Tacticare, right? And then the Phobia's pickup was already meant to counter him, which already made his job difficult. So without that support system, like you mentioned, it was very difficult for him to really land the final.
All right, I don't want to see game 3 here. It's pretty much, we already know what's going to happen here.
I do think it is going to be Joy jungle. I think going Joy EXP when there is a Cho in the game.
Evos versus Onyx.
They have the harder lineup to execute. They do need a bit of that late game scaling while Onyx really comes online.
I'm thinking of using the booty bucks for people to purchase new entrance themes.
The reason they took home the M6 championship trophy, right? Like at the very end with the very end Crystal Rush. But EVOS, I do like the initiative. I know some teams they use SPS as sort of like the platform to try out new ideas. And again, the risk, there's not too much risk in this quote-unquote upper bracket GSL, at least for these two teams. So
It might take 10 minutes for each booty buck.
EVOS glory actually
No, 19 times 5. What is that?
Will EVOS is able to take down the reigning world champions. I do like their composition. It's fun, especially with this son who did indeed go for Petrify, like you pointed out, Husky. So intending to dominate lane and also go for very heavy focus on just bursting people down. This is, of course, a gold lane.
You won't be happy with Evos versus Onyx. Damn it.
Also able to do a good job of engaging and disengaging quite easily.
Is Onyx gonna fucking squish them? What's up, Vertex? Pretty soon, I will say, a lot of the animations and the soundboard are probably going to be taken away. We might actually go to like a bit system.
Very quick, very easy.
Is it me or does King Kong look like Kelra or Kyrie?
Initial engagements where
Doesn't he? Or am I fucking just racist?
off-tempo play, right? Because when you see these initial engagements where both teams just kind of back it off early on, you don't really expect people to stick around or try to go for a second set of fights. And that's why Falcon not really predicting that King Kong would suddenly pop out of nowhere and just catch him out, right? Onyx is very good at using timing because this is a team
Yeah, you're racist.
knowing how certain opponents are
I thought you meant the actual gorilla for a second. She's like, yeah, that's racist as fuck. Are they not going to show his face again? Did I miss it?
a level 3, so King Kong just comes in with a full rotation for that. This makes it a lot more convenient, right, when you get access to a full kit a level early. Curtis will be spawning on that top side. King Kong definitely comfortable spot, already hitting level 5. Just completed his boost as well. Extra cooldowns for his abilities. Kara getting the warrior boost just to make sure that his
Bro, you think that's bad? When I was in the military, you can be stationed in Korea for a bit, and when you're stationed in Korea, you get augmented the Korean military. See, there he is. Tell me that doesn't look like Kyrie. Maybe I'm crazy. Anyways, so you have a whole bunch of these Korean kids in the military, in military uniform. Every single one of them has the same haircut. If they wear glasses, they have the exact same type of glasses on because it's military issue glasses. Bro.
You know what? I respect that. That's a really good choice. Because, like, Nikki could have continued trying to whittle down King Kong, but and the action just keeps on going.
Yeah, they keep on fighting Brusco this time. He's gonna fall. Clarkhood picks up that kill. Honest consider, I mean, Onyx Philippines, Kirk, he's getting a full, shaving off the full plating top side. So still go for Kirk. End of the day, Onyx Philippines still maintain a goal advantage.
But Evo is actually doing a pretty good job of matching them in the early game here. I wouldn't have thought that Evo's had.
So it seems like Phobius is the good counter for what's it called? I wonder why. I would love to see Lucas in the jungle to see how they stop him. because I want to say like I don't even see too many Lucases in the EXP lane. And I mean, the biggest problem that I've seen with him in solo queue games is that he fucking steamrolls. He steamrolls till he gets up to a point where he's taking tons of damage and then doing an incredible amount of damage to you. Fucking, and then the coup de grace, the final fucking chef's kiss is that this dude can fucking send out an energy blast that covers the entire fucking your entire screen of you trying to run away.
Again, Kirk transforms into a sacred beast. Veldora hops in. Unfortunately, will expire as Kirk finds a kill. Annabelle engages back by King Kong, Mr. Sun. Annabelle, great patience, but the damage is just not there. It gets controlled anyways by Super.
What's the big ball in like Dragon Ball Z? Is that like a spirit bomb?
Continues to be very, very clean. You can see the moment that they make the call to engage on someone, they all collapse on it in various
Hisoka skin on CC, what's your opinion? I don't even know what skin we're talking about. Is that a new one? Fucking ooh, he tried. Nope. Damn.
Well, they don't get Tawny, but they get Nikki with the feathered airstrike.
Kamehameha, but that's not the ball. The Kamehameha is like a giant laser. What's the ball?
King Kong putting that trade hands down. And Evo is starting to lose control in the side lanes as Kelra will take down that bot tier 1.
Also, if anyone ever wants to know what is the difference between some teams and those that are capable of becoming world champs, you just see the fact that even though the kill score isn't too far apart, in 6 minutes, Onyx Philippines has built up a 4K gold lead, just like that. It doesn't even feel like that much has happened on the map yet, besides some scrappy team fights. But they have built up so much goal difference already. So because of that, the snowball is already in favor, and Briscoe keeps going.
Tries to look for Tawny, gets pulled back by the Sanguine Claws, and of course, Veldora keeps him in place. Tawny wants to get out. Kirk is on top of him.
Jesus. Like, look at Lucas, dude.
King Kong. Not in Philippines, well, trade 1-for-1 for now. Nikki, he's in the midst of things, gets out with the doppelganger, switches position.
Disgusting.
The Roma, but they trade Tawny for as
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. If these Naruto skins are for real, there might be no giveaways for that month. it might be just me using my all my diamonds for the Naruto skins.
petrified play, but Onyx Philippine had the whole family waiting, and Tawny, he just wants to help, and he can do nothing. So that's the third death for Tawny. Double kill once more for King Kong.
Sun may be a monkey, but King Kong is a very big gorilla, and in this case, I think we know which ape is coming out on top. Onyx Philippines, 5.5k lead, 7.5 minutes in. I don't even know where all the farm is coming from. Annabelle almost gets very. Oh, whoa!
Jesus.
Briscoe just stands there menacing, need to soak up the aggro, and that's
Only good Lucas games were from Kirk.
That is actually insane.
Maybe I need to learn this Lucas, dude.
In a single second, you could barely.
He seemed like he was having a lot of trouble in his lane now.
Right now, I'm sorry for Evos, but I really don't see them making a comeback from this. Ordinarily, when you have a hero like Cecilion, you can always play for the late game.
Damn, they about to blow him up.
Upping the momentum.
Tawny will get out.
Now he's not gonna have a fucking flicker.
Keep this mid tier 1 alive as long as possible.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck was that, son? But it was one of his clones. I was like,
At the end of the day, Kelra is going to take it down regardless.
wow.
Annabelle will trade Super Friends back as these Evos finds an exchange.
Yeah, but they lose the mid.
That Tig always in the same bush.
Less map presence, and Kirk just continues jumping in with zoning with the vengeance. Evo is not able to play on the map already, and we're only about 9 minutes in.
They don't even make epic skins anymore. Bro, the price for these skins needs to be comparable. I don't know. Like, I should see it with all the effects. I should hear it with all the effects. And I feel like sometimes they just kind of phone it in. Oh.
And being able to multitask is a very important factor here. Ooh, Briscoe gets cancelled.
Okay, Implosion, Sanguine Crop, Brusco, he's eating everything up. So that's a whole deck of poker cards, and Brusco just walks away.
Lucas beat Sun.
I feel like Nicky's attempt to continue split pushing.
Nope.
Anyone who's played against the Sun knows that it can be very annoying to try and split push against the Sun. But meanwhile, on the opposite side,
Bro, get to the action. We don't need to watch Sun make his way back from mid lane.
Right? Nicky shows up just in time. King Kong tries to catch him, but actually catches his clone. And Nicky is back to business. On the top side, Kirk will match him, but Onyx Philippines will still get the Lord at the very end.
you know, I like to cheer for the underdog, but even I'm kind of annoyed seeing Nicky do his thing here. As someone who has been on the receiving end of the Sun split push, it can be very, very annoying to hail with, but now Nicky in some trouble. As you can see, Onyx trying to rotate deal with him, actually doing respectable damage against Kirk as well. It's just that Lucas regens so much when he's at low HP. Onyx getting that first lord, double the kill score, 10 minutes in. Evos, I feel like they need so much more time for Clawkun and Nicky to really come online here, because we saw Kelra's damage in that last fight as well. This Iridel is already hitting a power spike.
Oh yeah. And Nicky tried to summon 10 doppelgangers to fight Kirk, and I mean Kirk has so much spell that he just healed off of all the doppelgangers.
Venom needs a rework.
Let's see how much damage.
They used to have some of the coolest skins. especially the Angela one. She got the little wasp dumpy on her.
But without Nicky, he was about to play this 4v5. It's gonna be Kelra jumping in with heavy crossbow. Veldora eat up the damage. Kirk somehow flash tap Shun Post to the back. Doesn't find a
He's
kill.
still alive.
Able to allow Oni to get the inhibitor, and like you said, Kirk is still alive.
Even the recall from Super Prince in the middle of Evos' base, by the way, to make sure that Nicky isn't doing anything too funny. I think the Sun should be able to get out there. Super Prince not able to find him, but the damage is done. Top inhibitor already gone. Onyx getting a 6,000 gold advantage purely off of that Lord push. It is just getting worse and worse for Onyx or for Evos Esports here. And they really have to try and delay the game until Clawkun and Annabelle get their items.
You know what's the interesting fact? I'm gonna go off topic a little bit. Shunpo is the second ability of Cho, but it also translates to flash stabs in English, which is the dash for Kirk for the Lucas. So yeah. Naming conventions.
And they're stomping them. What's the 10K? Oh, it's kind of ugly, guys.
So I guess it makes sense. So probably not the one that Shunpo is based off of.
I think Cho is.
Oh shit.
Is he?
He's clearly not.
I believed you for a moment. I was like, wait, is this a piece of lore that I've been missing out on this whole time?
No, he's not. It would be so funny if he is, but sadly he's not.
I would feel kind of betrayed if Cho was Japanese this whole time, you know? It's just like, how have I not known this all my life? For now, though, 10k gold lead for Onyx, 13 minutes in. Evos really cannot just walk up to them.
They do find the kick. They go out of range of the feather airstrike. Brusco able to get away. Kirk again finds the backline. He's just sticking onto them with the flash stabs and just beats the crap out of everyone. So that's King Kong taking the Lord as is back to business.
That's
with the
some
nature.
damage.
Kelra stays alive because of that, and Kirk takes down Nicky.
Wow, that was some monkey business right there. And not in favor of Nicky as the feather airstrike comes out once again. Clawkun not able to survive. Wing by wing, Super Prince is out. And it is just a complete dismantling of Evo Esports.
Yeah, just the tiniest of details, the wisdom of nature, a bit of an extra health, and Onyx Philippines just steamrolls through game 1.
I mean, we all had a suspicion that this is what was going to happen, but to see it occur in such clean fashion, there is a reason that Onyx Philippines were able to claim the champion title at M6. They are eager, they are ready, and even with the new patch drop, even with new changes and new heroes introduced, it does not matter at all.
Not even a contest game 1. Eva's Glory had some interesting ideas, right? Very innovative with the Sun. We kind of saw the idea, but again, there are ways to deal with it. And Onyx Philippines just decided to say, you know what, you want to send this monkey to push our lanes? We're just gonna kill your entire team and force you to join us, to join the team fights. And what are we looking at? Almost a 14k goal advantage for Onyx at the end of the game, and every single one of their members were just miles ahead of Evos.
Yeah, there's really not much you can do anymore in Evos' position when you're at that point, right? They did go for a bit of a greedy lineup, I feel like, because Joy, Cecilion,
I'm not gonna lie, but while the skins, while it's nice to have some current media as some collabs and stuff, bro, I feel like the choices we've been getting for animes have some of the animes themselves have some boring ass designs. You know what I mean?
you're gonna be the MVP, nearly 900 GPM.
Like the Hunter x Hunter, like none of the costumes have any type of like detail into it. They're just wearing basic, like it looks like they're wearing sweatsuits. You know what I mean? It's blue. It's all blue, or it's all black. Same thing with the fucking with the Attack on Titan skins. While they had a little bit more detail, every single one of them was the exact same look. You know what I mean? Same thing for kind of like Jujutsu Kaisen,
Of what this new hero
except for what's his name, Yin skin.
time with that vengeance, and nearly taking out multiple members by himself as well. It is
Bro, I agree. All the Japanese animes are high school uniform kids. Yeah, dude. I feel like while they are appealing to certain fan bases, I feel like aesthetically, the fucking outfits, I'm just like, bruh,
community over the past year.
like adult onesies.
You could superimpose King Kong's face on Suyo, and they will
Yeah, I know that's their uniforms. Like, I know it's their uniforms, but I feel like
been winning championships, been having a good time.
like the outfits also need to be a factor when deciding who we're gonna collab with. You know what I mean?
He was so farmed up by the late game, already
Like I'm sure that the skins are probably true to the character, but as a Mobile Legends skins, they just kind of look boring. You know what I mean?
coordination.
The effects are boring. The skin looks boring. You know what I mean? There's nothing really that is like crazy about it,
When you sort of look back at the previous
or is like, wow. You know what? And now that I think about it, like you know what skins really wowed me?
on the biggest, but in these long
What collab skins? It was the Kung Fu Panda. The Kung Fu Panda skins really wowed me.
the players that all you gotta do is
Each one was unique. They had their own effects and stuff like that.
they don't get steamrolled, right? Like they made their opponents work hard for it. They drag the game out. It goes on beyond 15 minutes, and it ends up being exhausting, even for the teams that take them down.
I mean, that's what it takes to be world champion material. It can-
Made sense too with the characters.
And Evos just disappears. They're the ones with the tiger in their logo, and it seems like the gold standard has a stronger roar in this case, right? Onyx
They should stop with the anime, please. Spend money on Marvel versus and DC instead. Well, and I can't even say, like, there's some good animes out there that you could use. Like AOV, bro. They've used Demon Hunter. They've used Sailor Moon. Oh, they had so fucking many too, dude. Can't mess up Kung Fu Panda. Tell that to Ling. It's like the Kung Fu Panda promotion was almost perfect. And then you look at the Ling and you're like, what? What happened? Dude, but do you know how fucking, do you know how awesome the Ling skin would have looked like if it was actually based, well, if it was like actually the character from the movie? What was it? What even was it? Like it was a peacock, right?
But I'm a real trump card.
Demon Hunter, bro. Demon Hunter's already done with Arena of Valor. They did Demon Hunter. There's a Nezuko. There's a fucking like they've got all the main characters.
Allowed him to really solidify his position on the land of Dawn and slowly
Lord Shen, yeah.
gain an advantage that just never stopped snowballing.
Bro, Lord Shen, can you imagine that as a Ling? Bro, that shit would have been awesome. Who would be Tanjiro? I don't know. Fucking Alucard, probably. Alucard, Argus. They would give it to Argus because they love giving cool characters to garbage ass heroes. So think of the shittiest hero to play or to go up against or that you don't want to play and give him the Tanjiro skin. Who would be Nezuko in Mobile Legends? It's because the amount of people who use brain dead heroes is higher. That actually makes sense. The Z-Longs, the Argus, Selena. Does Nezuko even fire anything off? She's mostly like, she would mostly strike me as like a melee character, right? I would think like either Joy. Nezuko switches from adult form to child form. Well, that could be her. Nezuko could be Joy, and when you dash enough on her, she turns into her child stuff with the saggy fucking kimono on and is like running all around you. Masha. I think Masha's too big for a Nezuko.
the champion of M6. Everyone now has their eyes on them. Everyone wants to be the ones to defeat them. And it doesn't seem like they're too worried about it, right? There's no pressure. They're still playing as good as they were before. The drafts are solid. The macro is good. The farm speed on another level entirely. So it's back to the drawing board for Evos here because what can they do to stop them?
Honestly, I don't have an answer for that, but I would say we've seen the cheesy side of Evos. Now I want to see them kind of
Super Mario Kart, blah.
standard pigs. More of the
I think you'd have trouble getting other video game characters into this game. That's where like collabs draw the lines, is using like other video game characters.
pull it off, or Onyx make better calls. Maybe in that regard, they could, just check out the drafting phase for game number 2. Onyx on blue side this time with Evos on red. So Jusin, Fanny, Harith, Alpha.
All right, so pretty standard to open things up here. I already highlighted. I'm hoping that Evos goes.
Doesn't really look like there was anything exciting going on. I'm pretty sure these guys got smashed. How long was this game?
Against Onyx.
12 minutes. 25-9. Really came down to the wire there, boys.
Game at work, just another walk in the park, just completely dismantling Evos' glory at every.
Who would be Chucky?
Generally, when you have early game assassin junglers, the worst thing you can do is give them an early game snowball, and that is what we saw.
I don't know.
Probably the worst player you could give it to, King Kong, with a 13.5k total personal net worth 12 minutes into the game. Man only died that one time after a 9-kill streak. I mean, what can you say?
I mean,
All right, guys. I think we will call it here. Damn it. I forgot. Does anybody remember yesterday when I was doing my test one? What was the other anime that was recommended to me? Because I said I was getting pretty done with Erased.
Oh,
1k
man.
GPM, 1089.
1089 GPM. And what's
Roster, they have very, very experienced players, right? I'm looking at MP the King being kind of the focal point.
What just happened?
But I do feel
Testing?
right. Just maybe not good, not enough to take down Blacklist.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think our
Promised Neverland?
see
Really?
Blacklist International is just a team with such a legacy, right? And even if it's not the same players we know from before, I still have a lot of faith in the veterans that we are seeing on the roster, right? Haji and MP the King, everyone's gonna be keeping an eye on them, have always been solid, have always been
Dr. Stone. Ant. That's exactly what it was. Let me write these down. Promise Neverland. We'll go with Dr. Stone, and then I'll ask you guys again. Dr. Stone's the next one I'm going to watch. Erased. I talked about it before. Erased was good. I almost feel like maybe I should do a anime review after I'm done watching them.
Stage, like Swiss stage really changed how we approach these games. But I personally
I like season 1 of Promise Neverland. Did you ever watch Erased, Ritzith?
really get to see how they fared in a marathon instead of a sprint. All these cheese stress can be thrown at you. So I want to see.
Dang, maybe I should be hitting you up.
Is it gonna be close?
It was all right. I didn't like the ending. I didn't mind the rest of it.
Ever been matched up in a tournament, or if they have been in the past, it's been a
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this is their first meeting because these are two players that haven't really been operating in the same sphere of the MLB.
I didn't want to remind you because you won't like it. Really? Why? What's wrong with Dr. Stone?
Otherwise, this will be a very interesting matchup, especially since like
Well, let me take a look.
the way that these two players want to be able to operate in the jungle overall. But with so many changes, right? We just had a recent update. How will it change what the meta picks are going to be inside the draft? I think that's what everyone is going to be
Chinese Dongoy?
going to be the first major tournament happening after the recent
Watch Promise Neverland. I swear I won't regret it.
Still the same, right? You still have power picks like Dusin and Joy and the Granger all going to
Now that I see Dr. Stone, I'm kind of not big on it right now.
lock in the Harith and the
We might actually go with Promise. Let me see what Promise Neverland looks like.
are let through, but this Joy Studio matchup has been a classic ever since M6.
Oh, did I already look this up?
entirety of the M series. If one team has Joy, the other team will have Suyo. But in general, a lot of people will agree that Joy does match up a little bit better into this 1v1 in the jungle. So Lazy Esports still going for Suyo in the end shows that they just want to make sure that they can solidify in what is currently the meta pick.
Huh.
They also went for that Harith very early on. This is a hero that recently got updated.
We'll go with Promise Neverland. I'll probably be done with this in a week. How many seasons are there?
So the damage output is just more consistent. But unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see the brand new hero Lucas here as it is the final ban from Lazy Esports.
We see the choke always bad as well by Blacklist because they have plenty of dashes to work with. But my mind instantly gets drawn to a potential Kufra for Lazy Esports if they still want to directly answer these mobility skills.
Wait, what? Are these the same thing?
Yes, so Puckback can definitely go for that.
Wait, what? Why are there 3 or 4?
On that mid and potential roam because it's a flex Gatot. So with this CC locked in, it's going to be a Gatot.
Don't watch season 2.
Gatot roam still going to be pretty solid, but I would ideally like to have a secondary initiation. I highlighted this quite a bit during the M series.
Is it this?
I don't really like Gatot as the main.
So then what the fuck is this?
Avatar the Guardian can be a bit unreliable. So since they went CC, they still don't really have that, which might make their team fighting a little bit more difficult. So they're going more for skirmish style right now with CC and Joy having high mobility.
Season 2.
Up the team fight against Lazy.
Yeah, even CC got some decent buff lately. It's not the biggest one, but I think they.
All right, we'll go with this one. We'll save this one.
If I'm not mistaken, for the yo-yos.
They ruined it with season 2. Then I'll just watch season 1 and I'll pretend like it ended there.
But the jaw hit Arlen from Lazy Esports. So talk about having multiple.
All right, guys. Thank you for coming by. We will have more to do on Wednesday. Oh, kind of a chill stream today. I need to get caught up because we're going to be casting on Saturday.
But it also means that you're gonna have to commit those resources to.
But hopefully you guys have a great weekend. I will see you on Wednesday. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your week. If you're somewhere where it's going to be snowing, boys, please be safe.
Hold it against a Blacklist International.
The only cartoon I watch is King of the Hill.